I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. So
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down at 4. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Rams have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. 33 yards that time.
I would say just add that one to the total.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Murray off play action. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Shotgun now from Murray. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, a nice catch by Cup.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Fights loose, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Second and 9.
Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Henderson.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it.
And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and the active leader in the NFL. They are happy to welcome him back.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 39. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to. And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray, one final try.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run up a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for L.A., that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.